So it's makeover day and it's time to surprise this family. This is my car. It's fully packed. We've got a few more rides and the truck to bring in because I want to share with you what it's like, what the chaos is when we're getting ready to do a makeover. So come on, join us. It's early in the morning and it's already hot.
Yes, it is. Stinking Texas.
Girl, keep up. Come on now.
Whatever.
Surprise! Are you guys ready for a makeover?
Wow.
We are ready.
Do whatever you want.
You heard him.
House.
You heard him. I can do whatever I want. Here we go.
I'm excited to get working on this makeover, but before we get started, you need to hear their story because what we're going to do here isn't nearly as important as why we're doing it for this family.
I just retired 2 years ago and I was in the military for 20 years. I always wanted to join the military. It was my grandparents were in the military. He was in Vietnam in the Korean War, and my other grandpa was in World War II. And just the stories they told me. I enjoyed being in the military. That's why I did it so long, because I thought it was going to be 4 years, 6 years and done, but it's been good to us.
So my favorite part of being a military spouse was meeting new people, people that you don't expect to meet. We met great people all around the world. Liana was not born in the pool. She was actually a soccer player, and somebody discovered her in the YMCA in Fort Bragg area and said she should swim. She swam ever since and played soccer. We got stationed to Abu Dhabi, and I told her, you have to pick one, because when you get older, you're gonna have to pick one when you go to college, and she picked swimming. Yeah, I think the military and the sports kind of, because that camaraderie, because it's a close net. It's just like the military, right? We're a close net. When you meet a spouse or a military, you kind of like connect immediately. With sports, it's the same way. So she graduated 2022. She's a swim instructor. She gives private lessons. She was heading out actually to a private lesson right before a swim meet in San Antonio. And she was in an accident, head-on collision. So that phone call, I know my husband was working on the computer and I was on the phone. I think I was crying, screaming. And he's like, what's going on?
She dropped the phone. All she was able to say was, Liana was in a head-on collision. The helicopter's taken to the hospital. We have to go to the hospital ASAP. Obviously, we didn't know what to expect. We didn't know if she was alive yet. And they took her into the trauma room immediately. And then finally, after about 10 minutes later, 15 minutes later, nurse came out and said, okay, we'll bring you back. We asked her, is she alive? Can you tell us?
We didn't hear about anything else.
And she's like, yeah, she's a stable condition right now, I think they said.
Yeah.
That time I kind of switched from being like, almost the worst day of my life to the best day of my life, because, she was there, she was alive.
Her diagnosis was broken femur, broken wrist, pseudoaneurysm, and collapsed lungs.
Broken back and
broken
pelvic.
back, so
And
broken,
pelvic.
and her broken sacrum. So everything in the lower back is broken.
Lower hip.
And hip. When I came home from the accident that night, I was just looking at my phone. I have tons of these messages. And I look, and it was Becca. She's the lady, one of the ladies that helped her out of the vehicle. And she was looking for the mother of Liana. So she texted anybody with the last name Plants. She didn't care who it was, and then one of them was me. And she goes, oh my goodness, thank goodness she's alive. So you had Becca and you had Rose and Jim. They saved her, but they had no idea if she was still alive.
Becca and Rose are both veterans, and they were there throughout the whole time, taking care of Liana Holden, because they were the first responders, and they immediately took care of Liana because they had both military training. Yep. I believe Rose was a medic. They stabilized her head and their spine and everything, and just kept her awake because she was falling in and out of consciousness. And then Jimmy showed up, retired firefighter, and they all knew exactly what they wanted. They needed the jaws of life, they needed the helicopter. And
so he delegated. He was just boom, 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 boom. And being military, them two, they're like, okay, one is delegating, whatever he needs, that's what we're gonna do. And that saved time, that saved her life. If it wasn't for them three. So on my phone, it's their name that says Guardian Angel. Their name and Guardian Angel. Yep. Thank you is not enough. I told them, I said, you will always be part of our family, always.
I'm not too sure if they think that she would never swim again, but maybe not at that level that she was at, just because of the severities of all her injuries that she suffered.
I said, what are we gonna tell her? Because she really believed she was gonna either, hey, I'm heading to college, I'm gonna swim, Division I. I was like, oh, okay, we're gonna have to peel that Band-Aid off and tell her. And if it wasn't for that one nurse that, made her walk, she said, okay, honey, you're gonna get up, you're gonna walk. This was right after the surgery. She's like, walk? I can't walk. She goes, come again? What did you just say? She goes, I can't. She goes, honey, the vocabulary I can't is out. You're an athlete. You can do this. You're gonna do it. And she did. And she's a fighter. Yeah, 6 months later, she was already competing. So she was getting ready to go to college. She had an academic scholarship and she had to reapply. And her scholarship was even more than what.
They increased her scholarship.
They increased her scholarship and they kept her spot in swimming. And
the
now
school
they're,
is good.
And now they're a Division I team.
Talked to the coach, and the coach was like, hey, Liana, you have a spot on my team anytime, whenever you're ready. Take your time with your recovery, you always have a spot on my team.
Natalie and Josh have this incredible knack for collecting unique pieces from all the different places their military journey has taken them. And we absolutely adore that. But here's the twist, my friends. We're going to sprinkle some makeover fairy dust and give this space a brand new lease on life.
So I'm in a little bit of a panic because this rug, which I really wanted, the Harlequin, is green, and I ordered natural and black. I tried real hard to make that carpet work, and I can't.
Maria, no more rugs.
That's a good one.
No.
It's a good one.
We have enough.
We never have enough. And I have a rug dilemma. I have a rug dilemma.
I hope that thing falls on your head.
Shandy's kind of mad at me because I picked another rug. This makes 4.
Come on, girl, we had to find rugs.
Wait, 1 million of them?
Trust the process. Just trust the process.
So if you're following us on social media, you know that we asked America to vote on the rug that they love. And y'all picked this one, a beautiful natural fiber rug. I think it's gonna work out great, but now I'm off to a bigger problem.
Okay, so here's the thing. The couch didn't fit. One of the pieces was just too big. Total panic attack. Went and rented a truck, not a problem. Drove 60 miles, and then hoped that another sectional would be there and available for pickup today. Not a problem. Yep, not at all, I'm good.
Oh my gosh, best news ever. Yes, there was another couch, and now we're headed back. Did I mention that my husband had been in the field for about 3 weeks prior to this makeover? I love this guy. Yes, I do. He's a keeper.
I think we're going for a little retro look here, a little grandma chic. Reminds me of my childhood. I really love this plant. It's beautiful. It's about 6 feet tall, this faux tree, but it's a tiny little pot, and I think this is what makes it look less high end. I want to elevate this faux tree with a large pot. This is what's going to take it to a more upscale look. In here. There we go. I'm gonna use the same plastic just to go over the top. Then I'm gonna cover the top with a little moss. You can buy low end, but make it look high end. Now I wanna talk about styling tables. This is such a beautiful piece. It's modern, it's simple, it's classic. This is never gonna go out of style. But you could style it in completely different ways. These are one of my favorite books to use. We're gonna set them up and we're gonna put them in one of the quadrants of the table. I'm gonna layer another piece on top. You know why I love boxes like this? They hide the remotes. Then I wanna work with a box and add it to the other quadrant of the table. And another thing I like to do is add a tray. When you use a tray, to cluster or contain your items. It looks like a collection and not like clutter. And another thing we're missing is some height and greenery. We need to bring life to this table. And lastly, if you don't want flowers at all, but you still want some height, some candlestick holders work well. Okay, with all the issues that we've had with the couch and the rug not being the right color, I am so glad we've got this makeover done. Have you ever heard bugs that loud? The cicadas? They're so loud. Okay, they're on their way. I'm just sitting outside waiting for them to show up.
Hey! Hey! Hey guys, are you ready?
We are ready.
Hey! Welcome! Good to see ya!
Okay, so you guys remember what the room looked like before. Yep, come on over. Remember what the room looked like before, just in case you forgot. So this is what the room looked like before. So are you guys ready to see what it looks like now? All right, let's go.
Yeah, look down, look down. It's like a little train. Right here, stop. Thank you so much for your service.
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it.
Okay, ready? Open your eyes.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Man, it's amazing.
Wow. I think I have the best job ever. Thank you for being on this journey with us, supporting military families with surprise home makeovers. We couldn't do it without your support, so we are very grateful.
That's a wrap.
The bloopers. Time to surprise another family.
Blah, 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 blah.